What do we think? Should we watch it? I kind of want to watch it. I've been waiting all day to watch this. So let's do it. Let's watch the trailer. Okay. I'm nervous. Okay. We're gonna watch it a few times. I'm so excited. Those look like map things in the background that you have to discover. My unborn child just kicked me. I think he's excited too. Oh no. Oh, whoa, what? Who was that?
Zelda, we rely on your knight and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Link.
On a talus?
I know why I am here.
I'm a little...
Something only I can do.
Do not look away. You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
Okay, let's go!
But you are not alone. Link. You are our final hope.
Get out! Was that a three-headed dragon? There's no way! Oh my god, I kind of want to cry! Oh my gosh! Okay, wait.
Link. You must find me.
What? That was like a good trailer. Why am I crying? That was actually such a good trailer. What the heck? I need to calm down. We need to watch it again. And all of a sudden, I can't feel the effects of my migraine. We have to watch it again. I've got a tear coming down my face. What the heck? Okay. So I have like so much to talk about here. Oh, I'm so hot right now. I'm really intimidated. I have to beat this game. Breath of the Wild took me like a straight 6 months to complete, and I got to like 97% like finished or whatever, like completion. And I did all 900 Koroks. I want to know what we collect in this game. There better be something that I like really want to know. I am so intimidated. So the dungeons look really unique. Like, I saw a bunch of dungeons. I saw something that looked like one of the labyrinths that you did. I just don't remember if this game takes place before. I think it takes place 150 years after the last game. No. Did I just make that up? It occurs after Breath of the Wild. It's a sequel. Tears of the Kingdom timeline theory radically rewrites Zelda history. I'm just saying, based on the kick I got the second, that one scene started, I think it's going to be a good game. Okay, so this is from Inverse. Nintendo has developed and published more than 40 games in the Legend of Zelda series over the past 37 years, almost none of which were released in chronological order. So trying to establish a comprehensive timeline connecting them all seems nigh impossible. But the upcoming Breath of the Wild sequel, Tears of the Kingdom, might just tie it all neatly together with the oldest trick in the book, a time loop. I'm gonna go. Oh my god. My head's gonna explode. Elements of this theory have been around since 2011 Skyward Sword, which basically serves as the origin story for the entire franchise. It introduces the internal Demon King demise as Ganon's predecessor, or perhaps even his true form. Meanwhile, Breath of the Wild takes place in what seems like the timeline's distant future. But what if it's not that simple? So Skyward Sword we beat last year, I think. We beat Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword basically is like the first game in the series. So basically the timeline you look at, they have Skyward Sword, and then it forks off. So in Ocarina of Time, if you're defeated, then the timeline goes to A Link to the Past. If you're successful during a child, Majora's Mask, blah, blah, blah. If you're adult and Ganondorf is sealed, then it goes into like a different. In a February episode of the Nintendo podcast, co-host Wood Hawker points out how the myth outlined at the start of Skyward Sword sounds almost exactly like what happens in Breath of the Wild and its upcoming sequel. They tell a story about how the land below was corrupted by a great calamity and they all fled to the sky. He says, "My theory is that all of this happening now is what is destroying Hyrule and the ground below. Is Tears of the Kingdom the story that was told at the start of Skyward Sword?" What? Oh, and then Eric posted a theory several weeks earlier. So that's Point Crow. If you haven't watched Point Crow, great streamer on Twitch. Does a lot of YouTube stuff too. The other crucial detail here is that both Skyward Sword and Tears of the Kingdom feature islands floating in the sky. But in Skyward Sword, everyone lives on those islands after escaping a threat below until Link falls to the earth and has to save the day. While in Tears of the Kingdom, it seems like civilization is still surface-based, but may eventually relocate upwards. In other words, Tears of the Kingdom appears to be a prequel to Skyward Sword, while also being a distant sequel to the very same game. What? The evidence. Point Grow to a quote from Nintendo's Bill Trinen, who told IGN in 2021 that releasing the subtitle of the game would be a spoiler. He specifically said that subtitles start to give little bits of hints about maybe what's going to happen. When the title Tears of the Kingdom was revealed in a September 2022 Nintendo Direct, it didn't really spoil anything. The kingdom is probably Hyrule, but what tears are we talking about? Point Crow argues that the reveal itself was the spoiler, but only because of the logo. The logo is a spoiler, Ponkro says. It's an Ouroboros, a snake eating its own tail. It's a symbol of a loop or infinite. This could mean that the Zelda timeline is a loop. The Ouroboros observation isn't exactly new either. At least one person on Twitter noticed immediately after the September 2022 Nintendo Direct nothing that the design seems to directly reference the dragon statues that are part of the ancient Zonai runes in the Breath of the Wild. This ancient culture disappeared thousands of years prior to the events of that game, and may be responsible for originally sealing Ganon. Link's strange new arm in Tears of the Kingdom also seems to be related to Zonai magic, which further lends support to this theory. One important detail to point out is that the Tears of the Kingdom Ouroboros has two heads instead of just one, which could be a clue that the game features two distinct Links at different points in time whose adventures eventually close this time loop. Either that, or in typical Zelda fashion, this timeline is even more complicated than we think. The cycle begins anew. Before Demise is totally defeated at the end of Skyward Sword, he curses himself, Link, and Zelda to a cycle with no end. I will rise again, he promises. Those like you who share the blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero, they are eternally bound to this curse. An incarnation of my hatred shall ever follow your kind, dooming them to wander a blood-soaked sea of darkness for all time. Therefore, demise seems like the origin of all evil, and Ganon's various forms are merely reincarnations of that. I'm just so excited. We're gonna watch it again. I just cried the first time watching it. I'm so excited. This is gonna get Game of the Year for sure. Okay, let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna point out some stuff. We're gonna like pause and go through it now. Lots of cities in the sky. Like, I just look at this stuff over here. You can't see it because it's under my picture, but it's like, I don't know. This is a lot to loot. Yeah, let's go on a deep dive. So these glowing things down here, there is one in the bottom left. There's one here. They kind of look like that's where pieces of the map are going to be or whatever. I'm assuming they're going to do something similar. This is so neat looking. Similar dudes too. Like, has there ever been voice acting? Yeah. Okay, so that's the big thing. Matt Mercer is voicing Ganondorf. So it's Matt Mercer you hear at the end of the game, or at the end of the trailer. Most of it has been text. I don't remember when they started voice acting. I think it was Breath of the Wild. I think that was the first time they gave them voices. Might be something to Google. This thing looks weird as heck. It's chopping down a tree. I don't know if it's friendly or not. Chop chop. Like, I'm seeing so much here to discover. It's like Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild. And there's that Ouroboros, right? Right here. That's this. Is it too loud as well? I'll turn it down maybe a little bit. That's the Ouroboros. I like how the sword goes into being a part of the symbol. The sword is like dying. Chop some bees, catch some trees. I love you so much. We got the glider. What was that on the ground? What is this on the ground? Something glowing. Maybe it's a labyrinth. I don't really know. More of these shining light things. They look like towers you climb. Like, that looks like a tower you climb, right? I don't know. I know, the Master Sword. I just keep thinking of Fee. So this is... It's like magic. We keep seeing similar views of this, like, donut in the sky. I feel like it's the similar spot. I feel like this is rebuilding. This is them trying to rebuild slowly, right? Because I think all of that was empty in the first game. There's something up in the sky there too. So this is like... That's something hidden. This is desert area. This is Ganondorf. Like, this is like a war happening outside of somewhere. Who is this? I'm so excited for whoever that is. Whoa, this is very Labyrinth. This is like very Labyrinth. This is so interesting. The trees and the roots and everything. That's gorgeous. We know that's inside the castle.
Zelda, we rely on your knight and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
freaks me out because does that not look like Ganon's hand? Does this sound like Matt Mercer to
Will
you?
be Link, and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Like, that could be Matt Mercer, right? But it doesn't really make sense. It sounds more like Rivali than it does. But I don't think those characters are in this at all.
Link.
What the f- What was that? What is this? What is that? It looks like the Poe salesman from Ocarina of Time on the right. You see what I'm saying? Like, showing you, like, over here? That's so weird looking. Rocket launcher. A talus with a city. Oh my god, look what we're riding. I didn't even notice that. What are we riding? We're controlling something. That's insane. I don't even want to know what this is. Look at this.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do. It's something only...
What does that look like to you? A tear of the kingdom? Like, is that a tear of the kingdom? It reminds me of something to do with like it reminds me of hi Spicy. I mean, I know you're already in chat, but hi anyways. Like it reminds me of that. It also reminds me of like the spiritual stones. I think about it looks like a seed.
Only I can do. I know why I am here. It's something only I can do.
Do not look away. You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
Okay, let's go!
I'm so excited. Like, who is that?
Okay, let's go!
I feel like we're getting the children of the heroes or something. Like, who do we got here? You know what I mean? Like, we've got, like, I don't know.
You are not alone. Link. You are our final hope. You are
that-
not alone.
Lapida. Yeah, it reminds me of Lapida, the Lapida stone. That's what I was thinking of.
Link. You are our final hope.
What does the sword look like?
You are our final
Can't tell what the sword looks like there. You can't tell if it's like wrecked or whatever. I wonder if it'll be memory based.
hope.
Okay, let's look at this background here. Let's see if there's anything. We've got some flying things. We have some soldiers. We have some like little bokoblins, whatever. We have some like dudes, blah, blah, blah. This is obviously Ganondorf. I'm like literally gonna pee myself. I'm so excited. Like, no, Ravioli is not gonna be in this game. I thought Children of the Champions, but I don't think they had kids.
You must find me. Must find me.
Oh my god, those 3 notes! I just realized. Ba ba ba. Ba da ba ba ba. Yeah, maybe spiritual successors. We unfortunately do not get the champions again, Lainey. Unfortunately. because they are. I'm considering thematically what we just read about time warp, blah, blah, blah. Link, you must find me. I mean, it's a big map. She could be anywhere, but also, what if she was in a different age of time? What if we have to go back in time to get the sword because the sword's wrecked? Lainey, did you know that? Like, what if the sword's wrecked and we have to, like, we have to get something from the beginning of our journey? What if we are in a separate timeline as Zelda? Let's watch the trailer again. Nintendo games are the best. This part is just chill. They're like, look at our beautiful world. I'm so excited. So those guys are bad guys we can kill. This music is like a Ghibli film. I haven't played every Zelda game. Something I didn't notice before. Look at these little mushroom designs. Like, what is that? The little mushroom place. Look at the mushroom hat. Do you see that? It's a mushroom hat. Right here. Right here. Right here. It's literally a mushroom hat. On top of, like... It's like... I have to cosplay that. This is a mushroom store. Oh my god, I have to start... Oh wait, these are all mushrooms. This looks mushroomy too. Wait. He's wearing a mushroom hat. I'm literally gonna die. They just give you enough.
Zelda, we rely on your knight and that legendary sword he carries.
Those lights match her
Our
earrings,
last
by the
line
way.
of defense will be Link.
Link. I know why I am here. It's something only I can do.
I feel like she has to hide the tears of the kingdom.
Do not look away. You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
Okay, let's go! This is interesting. She's wearing similar earrings, whoever this character is. And this looks like the Kokiri Emerald, kind of. Does it not? Does that not look like the Kokiri Emerald shape? Okay, let's rewind it again, because this is, like, wild.
His new world.
Like, I don't even know. Okay, let's
You are
See? It's the lightning power we got from
but you are
Urbosa.
not alone.
Except, you know.
You
This
are
is
a
so
final
sick.
hope.
I can't. Oh my god, I can't.
Link. You must find me.
I can't. I literally can't. You know what I love about it? Okay. Number one. Okay. I grew up with Ocarina of Time. It's probably one of my favorite video games of all time. Like, it's up there in the top 3. And it's so good. And for the majority of the game, you are searching for Zelda. I will not say anything about the game other than that. And it's just such a beautiful, like, it's just a really good game. And the way they did it was, like, really wonderful. I just feel like that's so sad, her saying that, and then having, like, the lullaby come in. Like, I'm so excited. I do not feel good. I want to watch it again. So his hand here is like healed. I know, it's something you fight, Milk. Or it looks like it. So his arm is wrapped up right now. Which means whatever scene that he hurts his arm happens in the beginning of the game, likely. That's the castle floating. Does that not look like the moon? I'm getting Majora's Mask callbacks here. This is what happens. It looks like Spirited Away. I'm getting Spirited Away vibes. Doesn't that look like the Blood Moon Rising, right? Blood Moon Rising, because he's up in the sky, right? Blood Moon Rising. And Zelda literally falls into hell. So this is the beginning of the game. That's my bet. That's going to be one of the opening scenes. Yeah. Well, they're just close up, right? The closer you are to the moon, the bigger it gets, but... I want to know who this is. This is gorgeous. This feels good. So I feel like the whole game we're trying to...
Zelda.
Maybe the tears repair the
We rely
sword?
on your knight and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Link.
Yeah. So that sounds like Matt Mercer to me. Like it could be. But I don't know. You get new mini champions. This is so cool to me.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do.
Do not look away. You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
Okay, let's go!
If this was Smash or Pass, Smash.
You are not alone. Link. You are our final hope.
I wanna
You
see.
are our final hope.
Man, I was just trying to look for clues. Like, what if?
Link. You must find me.
That's a tomb.
You.
Is that not a grave?
Link. You
Looks
must
like
find me.
either a sundial or a tomb. A resting place. Yeah, it's very Ocarina of Time. I'm telling you right now, like, we're gonna have callbacks.